Okay, so today we're going off center a bit for this deep dive. We're looking at Askew,
Yeah.
like not quite straight, a little bit off kilter.
Right.
And I think it's really interesting how we're always looking for perfect lines, perfect right angles, when like the world itself is just not like that at all.
Yeah, it's so true. It really is a fascinating thing. And this idea of askew, I think it really, it kind of gets to the heart of how we view the world.
Mm-hmm.
And this excerpt from this book, Askew, Perfection, Survival, and the Art of Pilgrimage.
Okay.
It really suggests that maybe this discomfort that we have with imperfection,
right,
maybe it's rooted in something much deeper than just, what our culture has taught us or something.
Yeah, I mean, the book makes this really interesting point about our primal instincts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are we obsessed with order because of caveman times? I don't know.
Well, think about it.
Yeah.
For early humans to survive, they had to be really good at recognizing patterns. Right. They had to see those subtle changes in the environment. So they knew when to hunt and
where to find the food.
Exactly, where to find food.
Yeah.
Predict animal behavior.
Right.
Is that a predator or is that prey?
Right.
Right. And even recognizing tracks of a predator could save your life.
Right.
So over time, our brains became really good at detecting patterns and understanding them and interpreting them. And it was a huge evolutionary advantage.
So all those cave paintings, they weren't just art. They were
right,
survival guides.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
But how does that work now?
Right. Good question.
If my spreadsheet is off,
yeah,
it's not going to kill me.
Right. Right. Well, true.
True.
True. But I think that deep-seated need for things to be ordered and predictable, it's still a huge part of who we are.
Okay.
It makes us feel like we have some kind of control when things feel so chaotic. Right. And so when we see something that deviates from that expected pattern,
right,
even something small, like a lopsided cake,
yeah,
it can give us this subtle feeling of unease.
Okay. Yeah, no, I can see that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Right.
But the book uses that example.
Yes.
Right.
They talk about a cake that's perfectly frosted on one side.
Yeah.
But then totally a mess on the other.
Oh, yeah. I would be
right,
trying to fix it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think it just shows how much we just really want symmetry.
Right.
And order.
Yeah.
And then the book even goes on to suggest that maybe, maybe this pursuit of perfection, this need to make everything straight,
right,
it could be what's actually preventing us.
From what?
From experiencing the world fully.
Okay, now that's interesting.
Yeah.
So then this book brings in pilgrimage, right?
Yeah.
And there's that quote from Henry Adams.
Yes.
To feel the art of Mont Saint-Michel and Chartres, we have got to become pilgrims again.
It's so good.
How does that all tie in?
So think about what it means to be a pilgrim.
Yeah.
On a pilgrimage.
Yeah.
It's never just a straight line.
Right.
It's all about the unexpected turns, the challenges, the detours, the moments that are well askew.
Right.
And it's usually in those moments that are unexpected, or we get off the path.
Yeah.
That the most profound experiences occur.
So if we're trying to make everything perfect, we're missing out on the good stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. Okay. So where do we start? Everyone's curated and filtered and perfect on Instagram.
Right. So I think it starts with being aware.
Okay.
That our need for things to be perfect might really just be about control.
Okay.
And not about what we actually need.
Okay.
And then maybe we can try to see the beauty in the things that we don't expect.
Mm-hmm.
The unique character of the things that aren't perfect.
Yeah.
And ask yourself, where in my life can I loosen my grip on these perfect lines?
My expectations.
Exactly.
Right.
Maybe it's with your creative work or your relationships or just how you see the world.
No.
Wow. Who knows what cool things you might discover.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining me for this deep dive.
Absolutely.
It was really fun.
This was great. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.